Hey everybody, and welcome to Anime for Life. This is just a follow-up video to my last one, giving congrats to Nux Taku and his probably one of his biggest flexes of all time. Um, First off, I should probably apologize. My voice sounds kind of crap because I'm a little sick right now. Um, but with that out of the way, as I said, this is kind of a follow-up video of my last one because you guys seem to really enjoy that one. It's probably got the most views of any video I've ever had. It's going on 500 views, and the most I've ever had is 10,000 somehow on a video that's now deleted thanks to YouTube for no fucking reason. But anyway, on to the point of this video. The thing I want to address today is, again, Inushoku reviewers, or in English, interspecies reviewers. And a couple days ago, Nux Taku, I swear I can speak English, he made a video calling out to his fans, mind you, not forcing them, which a lot of people seem to think he was doing. He said, you know what, let's get this to the top of the charts, because Funimation canceled it. And that's pissed off a lot of people, because they've been doing this shit a lot recently. They've been censoring stuff. They've been having really scummy practices. They've been doing very, very controversial acts, like with the Vic Mignogna situation, which has been going on for a year now. And so he said, you know what, let's get to the top of the charts, and let's show our discontent. To which they did. And it went from a 7 point something all the way to a 9.20, I believe. And it was just under Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood at the number 1 spot. When originally it was sitting in like place 450 or something. And it went up to that place within 24 hours. So this goes to show what somebody leading a good cause can do. Somebody who's got a voice and is willing to say, screw this. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stand up and we're going to have our voices heard. Because a lot of us have just voiced our discontent and said, you know, we don't like this, but we've never really done anything about it. And Nux finally took the initiative and said, no, let's do something about it. And let's get this to the top 10. Let's try and actually take number 1 and get this seen. And get this shown and out there so people can actually see, oh, well, what's so great about this series? That it went from like 400 to number 1 almost in one day. And so I want to take this further. I want to continue what he's done. And so what I think people should do is whenever Funimation comes out with something, watch the sub first. And then watch the dub. Because what Funimation has done continuously, and this is a proven fact, is they love to change the lines of things and insert their own little political agendas and messages. And Jamie Marchi has been proven to do this on numerous occasions. And she's also a big player in the Vic Mignogna situation. Kobayashi no Dragon Maid is a perfect example of this. She played Quetzalcoatl, or Luca in short, if Quetzalcoatl is too hard to say. And in the Japanese version, she's very laid back, very humble about things for the most part. But in the English version, she's very no fucks given. She doesn't care what people think about her, or her appearance, or anything like that. And while normally I wouldn't really care much about that, especially since I never saw the Japanese version originally, I just watched the dub. Um, when I actually went back and compared the two representations, or not representations, the two, um, oh, what's the word? Portrayals of the character, I could see the major difference. And the one line when she comes over to Kobayashi's place and she's talking to Toru, who's the main dragon, she says in the Japanese version something along the lines, "Oh, I kept getting stares and people were saying things about, how I dressed, and so I decided to change it up a little bit." And then Toru makes just some smart aleck remark about how she should change her physical appearance because she's very, very busty. Like, almost Icon levels of busty. But in the English version, when they're talking, she says, "Oh, I was tired of the patriarchal stares, so I decided to change it up." So she makes a direct jab at males. And I didn't really pick up on that at first, which I really should have. But that just goes to show that there's a major, major change and blatant political agenda pushed into there. And there shouldn't be. If I wanted to have that sort of shit brought up, I'd discuss politics with somebody. I'd get into some frickin' heated debate with somebody on politics if I wanted to have that shoved in my face. I'm there to watch an anime. I don't want to discuss politics or religion or anything like that unless that's specifically what the anime is about. Like, if it's something to do, like maybe Hellsing or something, I'm going to expect religion. So I'm not going to be surprised if I hear preaching and the Lord's word and prayers and things like that. And possibly even a little bit of politics. But in something like Kobayashi's no Dragon Maid, it's supposed to be just lighthearted, fun, and a cutesy series. I'm not expecting fucking political agenda shit. So, what I think people should do is, whenever Funimation pulls this kind of shit, people should call them out. And I've actually got some perfect examples. And these would be some of them right here. Because, as you can see, Ishizoku Reviewers has fallen now to an 8.98. So, the fun's pretty much over. But, here's some of the examples. Down here, it says, "Could you not join forces to not defame your employees next?" Some person just put a little meme saying, "Get out." Here's a person showing that they've gotten rid of Ishizoku Reviewers, saying, "Hey Funimation, y'all ever heard of a series called Ishizoku Reviewers? LOL, I might be tripping, but swear y'all had a censored version on your website that you had claimed was uncensored. You guys wouldn't lie though, right? What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. When are you going to have the balls and actually bring Ishizoku Reviewers? It's very contradicting that your standards fall with almost all of the anime." And that's kind of a good point, because they have series like High School DxD, Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, where you're pretty much seeing girls sexually molesting each other on the screen blatantly. Like the one girl even admits she's being molested, but that's perfectly fine. But in Ishizoku Reviewers, where everything's consensual, that's all of a sudden out of Funimation's supposed standards. Okay. Then it goes on to say, "Time to bring the issue of you guys removing Ishizoku Reviewers to the head of Funimation. Expect his inbox to be full." I would if you brought back Ishizoku reviewers, uncensored. And what's even funny is up here, they make a statement, the global anime community is going to join forces to help save the wildlife affected by Australian bushfires. All proceeds will go to Wildlife Victoria, so donate today and become an Animal Friends hero. Hashtag anime for Aussie wildlife. But then they go down, and well, there are some, like I never thought Funimation would help us, and then thank you. So there are some supporting them. There's more down here saying they're not. You're getting duped. They're a scummy company run by SJWs now. Then there's another save the wildlife, save the species. Just not interested in species reviewers. Funimation has no love for Krim and Elza. I will have no love for Funimation. Knowing how Funimation is, they'll probably keep 90% of the donations. Also, you're stopping streaming in Australia. Maybe send us emails instead of billing us again, scumming company. So, as you can see, not a lot of people are happy with Funimation. And I think we should keep this up. Everything they do, we should keep the closest eye on them. And we should call them out on every little thing that they do that can be called out on. If they don't do anything, leave them alone. Because I, give credit where credit is due. If they don't do anything wrong, they don't deserve to be hassled. But if they start changing lines, inserting political BS, censoring stuff, which they've been doing a lot, then call them out for it. Show them that we're not going to stand for this anymore. Because it's been getting so bad that I almost just want to stay with subs now. Like, I used to like dubs and subs. I had no problems with either. Like, I wasn't some of those elitists out there that were just like, it's subs or nothing. If you like dubs, you're trash. I wasn't like that. I liked both. Some dubs I thought were better than subs, and some subs were better than dubs. Like, I use the example, I think Hellsing is better, or Hellsing dub is better than Hellsing sub, in my personal opinion. And same with the Ghost Stories. You just can't beat the Ghost Stories dub. I don't care what you say. Even Japan agrees. But when you compare the oh God, why can't I think of the Tears to Tiara, the dub, that is the trashiest thing I've ever watched. Like, I couldn't even get through the first episode of that. I was cringing the whole time. I will take the sub over that any day. But now, the way it's going, I'm seriously thinking of just switching to subs, because those are legitimately pure, and they literally only censor them if they truly need to be censored. Really, the only time I've seen anything censored is in a hentai. And those are only like mildly censored in most cases. But these people are censoring them in every sense of the word, just finding excuses. Like, I thought this was a democracy, not a dictatorship, but I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. So, in conclusion, because I'm going on like 15 minutes here, keep up your voices. Keep up what Nux Taku started. Don't let him get away with this. Keep voting on Mal. Because if it keeps falling the way it is, it's going to be forgotten. And people aren't going to know what it is anymore. And that's what they want. They want this to be forgotten. They want it brushed under the rug. And they'll just be like, it was just some little phase. Who cares? It's not going to affect us none. Don't let that happen. Because that's how things stay the same. Change only happens if you don't let them forget it. And history has proven that. So, that's all I want to say. Don't let them get away with this shit anymore. Carry on what Nux has started. Don't be malicious about it. Because I don't think... Nux is a troll, and he's a shit poster. But as I said in my previous video, he's a shit poster who's justified. So he doesn't even want you to be malicious about it. So keep this up, but be justified and civil about it. But that's all I have to say. And until this is done, keep enjoying anime and anime for life.